After types of shots, we are going to learn types of magnifications. Now, just like types of shots, gives us a different perspective of the person. Similarly, even magnifications does pretty much the same. So, a classic form of a magnification is a wide shot, where you see almost a lot of stuff in one frame. So you can see the background, you can see the subject, you can almost see him from top to bottom, you can see what's here on the wall, you can see, so you get a very vast view of the frame. So that's a wide shot. As opposed to that, a close-up is where you are cutting out irrelevant information from your frame. So you are focusing on what you really require. So you just see the face, you'll just see him up till a certain point, and then you'll probably just see a few important things, or if they are not there, then you will set up your frame in a way that only the important information is captured, and that is called a close-up shot. So in this way we can have different permutations and combinations of shots. So you can have a mid-wide, which is not a total wide but a sort of a mid-wide shot. Similarly, you may not have a this is an extreme close-up where you just have the face. So this will be like this is called an ECU, which is an extreme close-up. You may just have sort of a mid-close where you are seeing that person till say about his chest. So that's a mid-close. So these are the different types of magnifications. But one thing that we need to understand before we wrap up this session on types of magnifications is that when you are sequencing these shots, you should make sure that a wide is always cut with another wide. So typically in a conversation, like say I'm talking to another person, so if I'm being framed in a wide, the other person should ideally also watch me in a I should see the other person also in a wide. It will look very odd when I am in a wide shot, whereas that person is listening to me in a close-up, unless that is the intention, that you really want to create that kind of a dramatic effect. Similarly, vice versa. The same can be said about types of shots which we covered. A tracking shot of one particular subject should be matched with a track of something else that it is going towards. It will look very jerky if you match a track with a absolutely static shot. Similarly, a zoom in is always matched with a zoom out to give the feeling of a balance, or some kind of a harmonious relationship between two separate shots. So with that, we wrap up our lesson on types of magnifications.